This gesture, covering your mouth while talking to an opponent, just ended two players' World Cups, and most people watching the game had absolutely no idea it was even a rule. Ecuador's Piero Hincapié did it in the 95th minute last night and was shown a straight red card. It happened to Paraguay's Miguel Almirón 11 days ago. Same gesture, same red card, same VAR review. And it all started because of something that happened to Vinicius Jr in a Champions League matchup, and the way it was handled made FIFA so furious, they changed the rules of the game itself. February 2026 Champions League, Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. One of the biggest rivalries in world football. During the match, Atletico's Gianluca Prestiani walks up to Vinicius Jr, the same Vinicius Jr who has spent years fighting against racial abuse in football, and says something directly into his ear while covering his mouth with his hand. Play stops for 10 minutes. Vinicius is clearly distressed. FIFA, UEFA, and the entire football world watch the footage. And here is the problem. Because Prestiani covered his mouth, nobody could prove what was said. The cameras couldn't read his lips. The audio couldn't pick it up clearly. One player's word against another. No proof, no action. A man covers his mouth to say something designed to hurt, and the system cannot touch him. FIFA President Gianni Infantino watched that footage and made a decision. By April, the International Football Association Board had approved a brand new rule. Covering your mouth during a confrontation with an opponent is now an automatic red card. No warning, no yellow, straight red. Do you agree with this rule? Drop yes or no in the comments right now, because this is one of the most divisive new rules in football history. Now, how this rule has actually played out at this World Cup, June 19th, Paraguay versus Turkey. First half stoppage time. Almirón and Turkey's Mert Mulder exchange words after a foul. Almirón leans in and covers his mouth. Mulder immediately appeals to the referee. The ref goes to VAR. Almirón, one of Paraguay's most important players, and was walking off the pitch in the first half of a World Cup group game. His coach, Gustavo Alfaro, told reporters after, "According to the law, if you cover your mouth, you're sent off. There's nothing I can do about that." Harsh, brutal, but clear. Then last night, June 30th, Mexico versus Ecuador, 95th minute. Ecuador are already losing 2-0. Hincapié has a confrontation with Mexico's Santi Giménez. He covers his mouth. Giménez appeals immediately, and because every player in this tournament knows the rule now, VAR reviews it in seconds. Red card. Ecuador's World Cup is over anyway, but Hincapié's red card means he carries a suspension into his next international match. Two players, two red cards, same gesture, both gone. Here's the debate. Is this rule protecting players from abuse, or is it too harsh? A red card for covering your mouth, not for what you said. Drop your take in the comments. There is no wrong answer here. This rule exists because of Vinicius Jr, because football spent years failing to protect him from abuse he could hear but nobody else could prove. Because a player covered their mouth and got away with it, and Vinicius had to stand there with no recourse. FIFA's answer is blunt. Cover your mouth, lose the game. You might disagree with how harsh it is, but you cannot argue with why it exists. And at this World Cup, every single player knows it. Every confrontation, every heated exchange right now happens in full view. No hiding, no secrets. Subscribe to Soccer Decoded as we explain every rule, every controversy, every story at this World Cup. Drop a comment. Is this rule fair? See you in the next one.